It's important for high quality charter options to exist in rural communities for so many different reasons. One is that the state and national spotlight is often on urban schools, but all the problems that plague schools that are struggling in cities happen in rural areas, and quite frankly there are more students in rural schools than in urban schools in our state. And if you're going to make transformational change not only to a school but to a community, that happens in rural areas where the school and the families are so interconnected. And in addition to that, there aren't options here. You know, in Durham, in Raleigh, in Charlotte, you can pay for a high quality education. You know, if you have money or if you have a scholarship, there are at least options around and you can find them. In low income rural communities, those options just don't exist. You truly are dictated by the zip code in which you were born, the school that you will attend, and there are no options unless folks like the Accelerator and groups socially minded connected to that and are socially connected create options for students and families.
I was involved from my traditional public school in Vance County with the Leandro. I was teaching in the classroom when the Leandro case came about, and Vance County was one of them. And then as you move into the broader picture, you move into Halifax and Northampton and Bertie and some of the rural counties on this eastern seaboard. So pretty much you have industries that have moved out of the areas that we're talking about and moved into the more urban areas, the Wake counties. So you have families who have worked in the factories all these years, but because we're moving forward in technology, these factories are shutting down, and thus our families are no longer have access to that income. So it puts our families and our children in a very difficult position to where, you know, they don't have a whole lot of choice about where their kids go to school.
Even when I came through school, we still had some issues, and I definitely went off to college, and lots of my friends and family members went off to college and often would talk about how underprepared we were for the experiences that were required as a part of the transition from high school to college. Today, the schools have steadily declined. We have some of the lowest test scores in the state and have for several years now. We also have experienced a major decline in enrollment for the past decade. So as I began to look at considering bringing a charter school to Bertie County, I began to interview friends, family, people in the community. And what I have found through anecdotal evidence is that many people have left and refuse to live there. And there even are members of my family and people I know who still work in Bertie County but will live in neighboring counties because they refuse to allow their children to be educated there.
I was very, very excited about being a part of a cohort and the people that were in the cohort, we have very, very strong relationships that now will remain lifetime, because we have been able to exchange emails, phone numbers, and then working together over the period of time that we've worked together so closely, helping each other and supporting each other. It has been an awesome experience to be able to be a part of the program and to be able to have that support that we needed throughout. So it's been awesome. I beg to say that I would not have been able to write the Charter as Strong had I not had the Accelerator.
The thing that I really appreciated about the Charter Accelerator was the idea of getting support from experts from all over the nation, actually, with regard to various aspects of what it takes to complete a high-quality charter school application. For me, it was great to also be a part of a cohort or a group of others who were going through the exact same process that I was going through, and it really forced me and my planning team to stay on a timeline, to set us up for success with regard to completing this application. And to be quite frank with you, I don't know if we would have been able to turn out as high quality a product had we tried to do it on our own. In other words, the Charter Accelerator, between the support that they give you and the resources that they give you, to me it was an experience that just made me feel from the onset that although this was an extremely daunting process, that we could do it because we had support from the right people.
Absolutely, if we had the Accelerator before, it would be easier, and the Accelerator's commitment to making sure that not only are we going to have more high quality charter schools, but we're going to have more high quality charter schools whose mission is centered around closing the achievement gap and making sure that all students have access to a high quality education is just so important.